everybody, guys. Here with Colton from Sledge. Just want to start out by saying I appreciate you chatting with me, dude. Stoked to see you guys tonight.
Appreciate it.
How's this little run been so far? I know you guys have been doing, like, you know, I don't know how many shows exactly it is, but it's like a little run you guys are doing.
Yeah, we spent the past week and a half to 2 weeks just touring the southeast coast. Did Tennessee all the way through Georgia, and did the last week has been spent in Florida, so it's been a good one.
Hell yeah. So I actually found out about you guys. My buddy Ty, he's with Loud Pack, you know, which helped make this show happen. And he was showing me you guys, and I was like, dude, these guys are super sick. You know, I got to get an interview with you guys. How'd you guys form? I mean, do you guys, have you guys known each other for a while? Is it like all OG members, not OG members? Like, you know.
So we started about 8 or 9 years ago. And me and Eric, he plays guitar for us. We're original members. But over time, people kind of come and go, you know, whatever. But our drummer actually just moved to Seattle, so we have a fill-in right now. And then one of our other guitar players, he's in the Army right now, so he's out doing his thing. So we got to fill in for drums and guitar.
Yeah.
But me, Eric, and our bass player Jake, we're all core members.
Oh, yeah.
But me and Eric are the only originals at the moment.
So yeah, like I said before, I found out about you guys. I was kind of watching live videos and stuff. I feel like you've definitely blown up a lot recently. You guys have what? I think it's like one album out, right? Or one EP or something like that?
We have a series of EPs.
Okay.
A lot of them came out before 2020.
Okay.
But since COVID happened, we've only released 2 things. The last one being the
okay, that's
record.
what I was. Okay.
Yeah, which is 8 songs if you want to call it a record. But,
Yeah,
you know.
I mean that's a lot. I mean, honestly, 8
Right.
songs is a good amount.
Yeah.
So what y'all's planning for the rest of the year? Do you want to do more like little mini runs? Are you guys gonna focus on music? I mean, like you said, you guys have been pretty consistent with it.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna do a little bit of both. I think we're planning on putting out another small release. Like I said, we did 8 songs at the beginning of the year, or at the beginning of spring, I should say. So we're gonna do another small release probably just to keep that momentum on streaming platforms and stuff like that.
All right, so back in it. So like I was saying before, you guys said you want to work on more music, do more shows and stuff like that. What's some bands that you would like to tour with, that you kind of look up to? Not necessarily look up to, but bands that you guys listen to that you would just be like, holy fuck, you know, we're touring with these guys.
To be honest, we have a pretty solid music scene back home in Oklahoma City. My dream is to tour with all my friends. So there's a band from Oklahoma City called Cell. Those are some of my best friends.
Dude. I'm supposed to be interviewing those guys actually. So
yeah, those are some of my best friends. So I would love to tour with them at some point. Inside You from Oklahoma City, I'd love to tour with them at some point too. Just all like heavy hardcore metal kind of stuff. So outside of Oklahoma though, what's a band I'd like to tour with?
I know, it's a loaded question, man.
No, it is. Your Spirit Dies is a really fucking cool band.
Yes.
I'd like to do some stuff with them.
They were just here with not here, but at Handlebar with My Children, My Bride, dude.
Yeah, we did a couple days. We did a couple days on that tour actually, and that's where we kind of linked up with Your Spirit Dies and got to know them. They're really cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to do some shows with them.
Or dude, like My Children, My Bride, that would be sick to see you guys with them.
Maybe one day, man.
Yeah.
Get on the big stage.
I interviewed their lead
sure.
singer, and I know there's only like 2 members like that are consistent right now with them, so it's kind of like harder.
When we saw them, they were really good.
Yeah.
Those were a lot of fun shows.
Hell yeah. Well, hell yeah. What's some I always like to ask this, like, what's some inspiration that you guys take from some other bands? Like, how'd you guys get y'all's name? Did that come from something special?
The name just kind of came about. Our drummer came up with that name, and I think he might have got it from like a movie poster.
Okay.
Some of the guys in the band, they're really big on movies. Me not so much, but they're dictionaries of movies, walking dictionaries. So the name, our drummer Kevin, he just came up with that. As far as inspiration goes, I can't really speak for everybody, but for me, I'm a massive fan, and I've been that way since I was this big. Bands like Korn, Slipknot,
yes.
Which we have a little bit of a different sound than both of those bands, but for me personally, that's always kind of like the bar that I set. I'm like, those are the guys. Like, that's the coolest shit in the world. So I love the early Slipknot records, just so unfiltered and so aggressive. And I try to have the same sort of feeling in my music as well. So Slipknot for sure.
Those are good picks.
Yeah.
So to end off, do you guys kind of come together whenever you come out with music? Do y'all kind of like, you know, because a lot of bands nowadays don't really live, you know, around each other. Do y'all kind of focus on coming together? Like, what's y'all's main focus when it comes to like making music? Like, how do y'all go about it?
Right. So one of us lives in Austin, Texas. The rest of us are up in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So most of us can get together.
Yeah.
But our bass player, Jake, he's from Austin. Whenever he comes up, we always take time to practice and write and get some ideas fleshed out. But I would say that a majority of the writing process is us at home because we are so close to each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, we never write. We always write as a group. So it's always a group effort when it comes to writing. Everybody's ideas are thrown into the pot. We just kind of mix it up.
Yeah, dude, that's the way it should be for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, man, I try to keep these pretty short. You're awesome, bro, dude. Like I said, I found out about you guys recently, and I fell in love. I've been listening to you guys nonstop. My buddy Ty showed me you guys, and I'm glad he did, bro, because I didn't even know about this show before. I helped actually pass out like 60 flyers downtown for it, dude.
That's awesome.
I was so stoked. But yeah, man, I appreciate you chatting with me, bro. Like I said, bought some merch. Stoked to wear that. It's super clean and super durable. Buy it if you see them, you know, anywhere on tour. And yeah, man, thank you so much for chatting with me, bro, and safe travels back home, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.